Hi guys, Reform UK claim to care about language when it comes to asylum seekers and migrants, but insist on using the wrong terms when attacking the government for providing clarity. So on Friday, Rupert Lowe, one of Reform UK's MPs, posted this clip on social media where he attacked Labour over its use of terms to describe both asylum seekers and migrants, claiming that they're twisting words to suit themselves, and that his constituents are worried about unchecked young males being put up in luxury hotels. None of this makes any sense. Have a listen.
It strikes me that there are some things that we do agree with across all parties. First of all, we have to stop irregular immigration and deal with the appalling gangs behind the small boat crossings who care only about the profits they make, profits which fuel other criminal activity.
Now we're told we should refer to these people as irregular migrants. Language matters. The vast majority of these men are not irregular or asylum seekers. They are illegal immigrants.
Okay, what are you talking about here? Because if you're talking about asylum seekers, over 70% when they put in an asylum claim are successful. So how can you say a majority of them are illegal migrants? Because if you're talking about people coming into the country and overstaying their visa, that's a different story. But you're not talking about those. You're talking about people arriving from France by small boat and claiming asylum. And the Home Office figures say about 70% or sometimes above 70%, depending on the period, about 70% of people, that's a clear majority, are granted asylum. So what the hell are you talking about here?
And should be labelled as such. And what have we done with these males who have illegally entered our country?
It's not illegal to enter the country to claim asylum. Why is this so difficult for even people from Reform UK? Like, if they can point us a crime being committed, that would be great. Then we could ask the question, well, why are these people not being arrested? Why are these people not being put in prison if they have committed a crime? But you notice they never mention a crime being committed. They just say it's illegal, but they don't actually point to a crime being committed. Because they can't. Because no crime has been committed. Because it's not illegal to arrive in Britain by small boat to claim asylum. Now, if you arrive and you don't claim asylum, that's a different story. But we're not talking about those people. We're talking about people arriving in Britain, claiming asylum, and then waiting to be processed.
Unchecked, undocumented, unknown individuals.
Yes, because their claim is not being processed. That's the problem. The Conservatives made a political decision. We're not actually going to process asylum claims. We're just going to put people into ex-hotels. And that's a key word as well, which you'll get to in a moment. Ex-hotels.
We've spread them across the UK, often putting them up in luxury accommodation, all at our expense.
It's not luxury accommodation. As I've mentioned before, these are no longer hotels. Do they have room service? Do they have menus? Do they have access to facilities? Are they allowed to just leave as they wish? No, they're not. So they're not hotels. They cease to be a hotel when asylum seekers are put inside. The staff are let go because it's no longer a hotel. Because it says the word hotel on the front, maybe it will be a hotel in the future, but when the asylum seekers are there, it's not a hotel. It's accommodation, but it's not luxury accommodation. It's very basic accommodation.
Damaging the fabric of our country, and particularly my constituency, Great Yarmouth.
So the core argument here is the term illegal. It's not illegal to arrive in the UK and claim asylum. And these asylum seekers can't be illegal because if they have put in a claim, it's not illegal. What the term the Labour government have changed from illegal migration to irregular migration. It makes sense because these people are not in the country illegally. It's irregular, it's not registered, it's undocumented. Now, you could describe it as illegal if somebody has entered the country without proper permissions or not claimed asylum. But we generally don't use those terms. Lawyers don't use these terms. But if you want to push it as much as you can and say, okay, who is in the country illegally, then it's somebody who has made an asylum claim and then left and is not under the control of the Home Office, or it's somebody who has arrived in the country via a legal route, like with a visa, and they have overstayed their visa, or they have not respected the conditions of the visa. But the correct term is irregular, not illegal. But politically, of course, it sounds more sexy in a sense for the racists and bigots and xenophobes in society if you use the term illegal, because they've been spoon-fed over the last number of years, decades even, the idea that it's illegal to arrive by small boat. Nobody, goes the extra step and asks, why is this illegal? Why are these people not being arrested? And second, this idea that if the people are in the country illegally, they're probably involved in some sort of criminal behaviour, when in most cases, the vast majority of cases, that's not the case. Reform UK want to win over as many conservatives on the right as possible, and they're going to use whatever rhetoric they can to achieve that. It may be successful in some ways, it may not be in others. But what they're trying to do is hold on to the term illegal migration because it's what they need to win extra votes. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.